You know, I will die at a set of traffic lights, I'm sure of it. Well, good morning. The sun is shining. It's nice and cool. It's not a billion degrees yet, although it's likely to be later. For that dust. So, big welcome to young Bernie here, Bernard. First ride into work. So I did the deal yesterday. Got called in, yeah, it's all ready. Splendid. Get there now. The salesman said what we need to do is we need to put your old bike through the workshop, because we didn't do that when you came in last time. So we'll just run it through some checks, make sure that the appraisal was alright and there's no nasty things lurking. So okay. So we're sat there chatting away, waiting. Technician comes through with the report. Yeah, all greens, all good. Lovely, just as we expected. So we're sorting out the paperwork. I transfer the remaining balance. Pete the salesman does the V5 registration. All good. With that, the technician walks in. That gutsy. Yes. It's just cut out on me doing 30 mile an hour. Stop dead. Started again okay, no engine management lights or anything. Started again okay, but it didn't want to idle very well. I was struggling to idle at 500. I sat there thinking, I can't believe this. I can't believe this. The day I chop it in and I'm sat there and one of the technicians takes it for a quick test ride and we have a problem. I sat there, I said, well, I've had it 50, I've done 1,500 miles on it, never done it before. What can I say? But the salesman just said, don't worry about it, they'll sort it out, it'll be fine. But bloody typical, isn't it? I don't think Myrtle wanted to go. I think she was throwing a tantrum. Hey ho, these things happen, don't they? Sneak in here. Caught these at the right time, didn't I? You know, I will die at a set of traffic lights, I'm sure of it. Just had to check my bags were still there. Visions of flying off down the dual carriageway. So what's life like post Gutsy? Well, it's not bad actually. Handlebars are just right. Can't feel any weight on my neck and shoulders, so that's good. And I don't know what to do with myself. I've got a gearbox. Excuse me. What again? Yeah, I've got a gearbox rather than a bucket full of sloppy mud, nuts and bolts. So that could only be a bonus. But no, Bernie rides quite well. Handles very nicely. When I test rode it, I wasn't too sure about the engine, you know, the feel of it, the power delivery. But no, it's actually quite a strong pulling engine. I think it's deceptive. I mean, there's loads of torque down low. I mean, he's not as eye-catching as Myrtle, but, well, he's a bloke, isn't he? I mean, it is what it is. Steady. Now, I'm sure if you whack the baffles out, it would sound even nicer. But you can't just whack the baffles out, you've got to drill them out with a core drilling bit. So that ain't happening. You can replace the exhausts if you want to, but they're a single piece, so you can't just put the silencers on. You've got to do the whole bloody lot. But I shan't bother with that. Famous last words. So, Mr. Ainsworth rider, young Jamesy, you were nearly right. It was a motorcycle. Not quite a Royal Enfield though. Although I did nearly buy one. Very nearly. I'd made up my mind I was going to go in on the Saturday to see them at Motor Corsa. They had similar sort of thing to this. It was a year old nearly, with like 700-800 miles on it, I think, in the orange crush, which would match the new car when that comes in. So I thought, right, I'll go and see them on the Saturday. I found out on the Wednesday that they'd gone bust. So that was a no-go. It was a blessing, I suppose. I mean, I could have gone in and put a deposit on it and then gone bust. I did watch, funny enough, it come up on recommended on YouTube, and there's a channel called CG Rides, I think, or CG Rides, I think. He had problems with the new Gutsy that he bought from them, and detailed how they'd gone bust. And the trouble is, apparently they were still taking deposits on new bikes up until the day before they went pop. And they actually put security on the door. I mean, that's just not on, is it? That's not on. So there's quite a few people, I'm sure, that have lost out on their deposits. So yeah, that put the kibosh on the Interceptor. I mean, the only thing that not put me off, but made me pause for thought on the Interceptor was just all that chromy polished aluminium engine casings and whatnot. My classic 500 didn't fare too well over the winter. I mean, I'd get the old auto solve out on the Saturday or Sunday, and come Monday you lift the covers and the bloody thing's starting to oxidise again. Although I didn't have a very good cover, to be fair. It said it was waterproof, but yeah, right, okay. So I've now got a decent lined cover. But I didn't want to buy a new Enfield or a new Gutsy with no local dealerships. I didn't fancy going all the way to Exeter for any issues, or Poole for that matter, really. You know, yeah, you can take them elsewhere, I suppose, but if the place you buy it off puts a warranty on it, you want them to deal with it, don't you? So that ruled out Royal Enfield, really, for now, anyway. So this ticked all the boxes. It was local. It's got the black enamelled or painted engine, so that's pretty low maintenance. I've gone back to a chain from a shaft drive, so that's a bit of a scumbag, but I've noticed this is fitted with a Scott oiler. I've never had one of those before. I don't know if they're a blessing or a curse, to be honest. I think it's a bit messy, but so we shall see what adventures we get up to. I mean, I've still got 250 odd bars, I think, running in or braking to finish on it. Although it says don't rev it past 6,000 RPM after 600 miles, I think it was, or something like that. Well, it red lines at 7, so okay.